host is Sidogo, so he will be the what's his name? The red player, I think, King of the Dead, and
Yeah, King's on the left-hand side and Suave on the right, because I assume Red Legion was hosting originally.
yeah, exactly. And we have Sidogo or Suave on the other side for these semi-finals. I am actually rooting for Suave so much right now. You can't even imagine.
I'm sure King will be happy to hear that.
Yeah, he will. He's trying to dodge having to pay for my as a sub. First month, my girlfriend paid him his first sub because she's too nice. Second month, he she paid him to do a drawing for her because actually King is strangely good at at drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And now he hopes that for his third month, uh, he will reach the finals and gets a free sub. I hope he doesn't. I want him to pay me. I want his money.
I demand King of the Dead's money.
Exactly.
He's going to be tough to stop. He's an incredibly good player, but Suave's more than capable. He's been around for a long time himself and has taken some pretty big scalps.
Yeah, and I mean, Beastman against against Vampire Coast is a really good, interesting matchup on both sides. I think Beastmen, with their rush abilities, have actually good weapons to face against them.
Mm-hmm. They can certainly struggle up against kind of if you get a wild giant crab, but at the same time, if you get Minotaurs surrounded and so forth, they can drag it down.
Exactly, and you know, like the archers, the Encore Raiders, if you get three of them shooting at the crab, they will do a lot of damage to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a big target, isn't it? Almost all the arrows hit despite their poor accuracy. But yeah, I agree. I like Ongor Raiders in this matchup. The Stalk's useful. You can get nice and close to those gunners and start whittling them down from long range.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and they're starting already well. Quick players.
Mm. So this is the first semi-finals. It's
Yeah,
exciting. So is it Ice Power in the second semi-final and we're just waiting on his opponent?
exactly. It will be Robo versus Seal. I don't know. They should be playing it. I haven't actually asked them, talked to them before the semis. I told Ice Power to wait for us before we started.
Ice Power's a good player as well, actually. I
Yeah,
think he's relatively new to the competitive scene, but he did a best of 5 the other day on my channel. Can't remember who it was up against now. Oh, he was a really good player, but there were some fantastic games in there.
yeah, and I think he won Red Legion's tournament last week.
Oh, nice! So he's been taking some scalps.
Exactly. He's oh, that that's not the right map. Wait, is it? No, that's not the right map.
I think this is the Dead Shore, isn't it? Or
Oh
the
crap! Wait. No. Wait. That last game of we should have been. No, right. I put the dead shores twice. I'm so dumb. Damn. Me dumb. Put it twice.
yeah, because Suave's going to have a uphill attack here. I mean, he can vanguard a lot of his troops.
We can restart with other map if you guys want to. Let's see what they say.
Right.
I actually
Sorry
like
about
this map. Lots of people don't, but
Yeah, I mean, if both forces advance from like the edge of their deployment, which they're not doing anyway, so it probably won't affect it too much. I think the yellow box may have a slight advantage, but anyway, which army would you like to go through?
I'm gonna go for the Beastman. So for the Beastman army of Suave, Sidogo, you have an almost full Vanguard army, which is often the case with them. So we have a few Hunger Herd, like 4 of them, I think, 5 of them, they will trade okay with the zombies. They will win that fight, but slowly. Hey Spyro, how is the new Wedman? One unit of hunger spears because he couldn't have 6 of them, so they will also do okay. 4 hunger raiders. 2 Minotaurs with great weapons to destroy big targets like Noctilus or a crab. Then you have, for the magic, wild with Vertide and... Wait, is it? And it's actually Savage Dominion. Oh, okay, interesting. Summon Psycho Summon. And as a Lord Morgar, obviously.
Yeah, unfortunately, he is kind of the only pick he can bring.
No,
So-
you bring the Beast Lord.
You-
And you bring 2 harpies in the backline to harass maybe the mortars. But the thing with mortars in that matchup is if you go Ungors, they are stalking until almost the time where they reach your front line, right? So they can survive. Sorry, you can do the armies before they fight.
Yeah, no rush. So, King of Dead with the undead, obviously, as its namesake would suggest, has deckhand mobs in the front line. Super squishy, he can take charge, just kind of bog down, hold down the enemy, while the rest of his army actually does damage. A couple of pole arms in the back line for protection, and he has gone for double bombers. Now, bombers wreck lightly armored infantry, so they do great in the front line. He has double mortar as well, as you spoke about with kind of their problems they may have in this matchup. There is some gunnery mobs, looks like just one in the centre pocket. We do have a Rotten Leviathan, as well as double vampire fleet captains. One of vampires coming in with no spells, I can see. Just a parasite and taunt. And the vampire fleet captains of death coming with just Spirit Leech. He's also gone for Noctilus on foot, which is the most competitive pick. So pretty fun build. It's quite high and tight. Now, Suave some of the Cygor in the back line, but he's not going to have the best targets. I think he might have been better used in combat. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating a bit. Give me a second.
No, that's right. So Ungor herds are charging into combat again, absolutely hammered down by bombers at this point, which is not fun for them. But we are getting a nice spell in the back line on top of the bombers, and the Harpies need to start to swoop in. Ungor raiders as well. Focus fire on the bombers is great, but the bombers, of course, being undead, will crumble for an absolute age before they actually go down.
Okay. Also, I missed the Garble, so that's more anti-large for him. So the crab won't be an issue if they manage to get on him fast enough. Also, the casters might want to scurry away on their big crabs because they don't want to be destroyed by these big beefy minotaurs.
Yeah, Papa Gorble and the Minotaurs, again, a nice turn. It looks like King Dead's committing to this frontline engagement up against Summoned Chaos Spawn. A risky play overall. I mean, if he can win it, it's fantastic. But
that's when I use the Cygor summon, honestly. You summon behind the crabs and you just beat on them.
Exactly. I think using it in combat would be much more effective. I mean, it's up to 39 kills now, but it's just hitting down zombies, nothing special. Harpies are doing some great backline harass here, just trying to hunt down troops, but it's taken a while to break through that back line. And this middle engagement is so goddamn messy.
Yeah, I honestly can't say who's winning. The Chaos Spawns seem to be doing okay, and the one unit of Minotaurs that I see is doing okay too. Where's the second unit of Minotaur though?
So the crab's finally starting to take a bit of damage. There was a nice summon by King in there, and it was just some zombies which just mess up the animations, basically, of the Minotaurs and the like. Now they're starting to disappear. The Royal Leviathan's taking an absolute hammering at this point.
And he's taking some shot from the archers now that the mortars were fought beat. They were stopped by the harpies. Getting the harpies out of the battle before they actually rout is a good play. It's not always easy to do that, but sometimes you accept a few losses and maybe a shot of the mortar to be able to recharge them if he managed to actually disengage, which is so difficult with these flying units, with all the models they have.
The Mortar's actually doing some great work now that you can see the Ungor Raiders. They're up to 63 and 34 kills, and if they take off the archer line, the Minotaurs will slowly be dragged down, because as you can see, the Rotten Leviathans use its mass to escape that main blob, and now the Minotaurs will simply find deckhand mobs, whilst
Yeah, and the second, like the unwanted summon of the spawn, the one that just spawns when there is a unit with low HP, appeared in like such a useless spot for now. They need to like take their Minotaurs and put them around. Don't fight Nautilus, he's a tank, he's anti-large. Go around and attack the rest of the army. That's what he's doing now.
The double vampire fleet captain, with the help of the Rotten Leviathan, have actually forced off the Brave Shaman of Wild. If he can chase him off the battlefield, that's going to stop the second Cygor summon, which is going to be absolutely huge. Because a big meaty Cygor coming into the late game can be a very terrifying threat. But it looks like he's letting him go for now.
And also a nice summon of a zombie gunnery mob. He's doing lots of damage in the back of these Minotaurs.
Because Minotaurs are trying to flee from the fields and kind of trickle back in little chunks. So this is going to end up being a big old war of attrition, it seems, which
nice.
Aren't going to really like too much if they consistently take fire like this from gunnery mobs and the like.
Exactly, and also the Garble took a second race spell or whatever the name is, and that put him at like almost half health. He can still do good damage, but that was painful for him. However, one of the Vampire Fleet captain is going down to the combined of the Minotaurs, Garble, and Morgar.
Yeah, he's really starting to struggle in there, and that's the one with the spells as well, the Deathcaster. Now, the Brave Shaman of Wild has come back into the fray. He used some nice, I always forget the name of it, Vile Tide. Yeah, I think he needs that second Cygor summon late into the game, just to help like finish off the crab, because the Beastmen are looking slightly in the ascendancy, I think, but of course their summons are going to start running out.
Yeah, exactly, and they couldn't finish the fleet captain for now. So and it gets an invocation of Nehek, so it will survive. And if you look, what's like in terms of unit capable of killing the Rotting Leviathan and 2 heroes, it's the Minotaurs now. And Minotaurs and Garble, and all of them are really low.
So it's a real close game. The Rotten Leviathan is going to go down, and the Mortars have been finished off as well. So the Ungor Raiders can basically sit back and get their max value. So I think the Beastmen are in an okay position, but it's, I don't know, their Minotaurs are, you're right, being dragged down quite heavily, and Morgar the Shadowgave doesn't really want to be going toe-to-toe with this double...
The big crab is dead. The big crab is dead.
Minotaurs need to hustle now and kind of move over and start beating down these fleet captains and save Morgar, because Morgar needs to survive here.
Hey, Abekner, can still resign the King of the Hill? What are you talking about? Wait, were you in my turn? It's not the King of the Hill we're doing right now. Dav is doing the King of the Hill. This is a tournament. But if you were in my tournament, I think you just didn't check in, so it's okay. We just continued without you.
So the Beast have managed to take off a lot of large threats. The Brave Shaman is once again running for the hills, but that should be fine. And this Archer-Fire may win him the day, but a lot of the Beastmen forces are starting to break and run, and the balance power, because of this kind of deadly hero core, which is alive and relatively healthy, is going quite heavily now in the favor.
Tide and zombies.
Yeah, the Valtides have been nice, up to 77 kills, but I still think a Cygor summon here to help finish off the
Morgar might almost, maybe not go down, because he has some magic resist. Yeah, he survived this without taking too much damage. However, 2 crabs and Nautilus on him, he needs to find a way to go away, plus a taunt.
Yeah, there's a lot of arrow fire coming in, but army losses may set in before it's kind of prevalent, because
that's
really rough. I feel like if the Beastmen kind of held on there, the archers might have been able to carry the day, but again, I suppose they keep chase.
People do with their Minotaurs, and it's a mistake I do a lot too, okay? So I'm not judging, Minotaurs are great, however, you want them to cycle charge. You want your Minotaur, like if they had disengaged at a point and went around rather than staying in the fray. They would have done, I think, much better. When they started getting shot at by pistols, you take them away. You make sure your gohers that were nearby stop the fire, and then you cycle back and charge again. And that's not easy to do when you are like in funnel vision because of the battle, but in the idea, that's the best way to use them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they did get stuck in there and bogged down a little bit. That was a really close game and a super fun one by both players. And King of the Dead probably going to go to his favourite Tomb Kings if Suave does allow it. But of course, Suave has his Norskins as well.
And yeah, that was a really good game. I think both players. Oh, he's going Lizard Man.
Yes, King. You beast.
Oh God.
My dude. This is fantastic to see. He has been playing them a lot more recently, and in this matchup, I've had a lot of debates with people before. I think this is a very heavily favoured Lizardmen matchup.
What makes you say that? Oh, thank you, Agento.
Yeah, because a few people say it's very heavily Norscan, so it's a bit of a weird situation to be in. But Bastiladon with Solar Engine does a huge amount of work here, as well as like Umbral Tide and Salamanders. If Norscans bring Frog, which people do tend to do because he's good against big monsters, he will die in a matter of seconds up against that fire damage and so forth. But there's also, that's the way I tend to play it. But the way Falcon made very popular is you take a Slan Mage Priest, triple Temple Guard, and you bonus Time Warp them, and they're good against every single unit in the Norscan roster.
Ooh! King of the Dead got triggered. His two best faction. Oh, I thought he was getting Norska. Okay, Spyro. Wait, so you dropped your wife at the airport, but you're going off to Montreal with her? What? Why didn't you accompany her if you go to the same place? Yeah, I'd say that it depends on the army. Oh, she's off to Montreal. Okay, I understand. How long are you separated? Oh god, that's a long time. Well, I'm in a long distance relationship. Like you. Stay strong, brother. Yeah, I'll do the same, Spyro, to go to the US. Greenskins, oh, that's a nice matchup between two big Rush factions.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Because, yeah, it looks like he did, in fact, ban Lizardmen to stop King of the Dead taking them. Which I think is a good idea. I mean, this matchup's going to be pretty damn wild. Both high damage, high rush factions. It's probably going to be quite quick.
I might give a slight edge to the Greenskin in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big one, but a slight edge. I think, like... Yeah... Don't bring a Mammoth. Like, if you want Wolfric, bring him on anything. His horse. Like, most of the Greenskin Heroic Corps, besides Grimgor, isn't that heavily armored. Isaac doesn't have that much HP. Like, bring him on a horse, bring him on a chariot. Don't bring him on a mammoth, I'd say.
How do you feel about the Black Orc Big Boss in this matchup?
I think Norskas have okay tools to stop him from moving too much. Like, he's gonna stay with his like, you bring like foot javelins, 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And a metal sorcerer, and the trolls, even with their like, if you bring down their armor by a bit with Plague of Frost, even with their resistance to missiles, they will go down pretty quickly because they still have low morale. You can, and then you have, so if you can make the two what's their name, the two or 3 or 4 stone trolls that surround the big boss, often it's to leave, then he's alone and he doesn't have that much mass. So you can keep it tight in a unit of like Marauders or Doggos, and you just wait it out. You kill the rest, and yeah.
I can see King Dead's build here, and it's pretty damn fun, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very interesting build.
Oh yeah, there is one unit that is like, he loves this unit. I don't want to say too much because I'm scared that it will give away. But yeah, I'll talk a bit about it when the battle starts. in the Lizardman matchup for Norska, I think Norska has all the tools it needs to take care of everything so easily.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I mean, the main problem is, say, what do they have to take down Temple Guard apart from javelins? But the Lizardmen come with Pterodon riders to destroy javelins.
Where you know what? I'm gonna go back with Metal Sorcerer. You bring a Metal Sorcerer, and you have your javelins. You protect your javelins with like 1 or 2 units of Norscan Ice Wolves. If they
I mean,
if
the
they
problem you
drop
have
down, you
there,
kill
though,
them.
Pterodons just fly over and drop rocks.
You
So they
can
wait
dodge.
to shoot the Temple Guard, and so you're standing still, and then you just pick them apart from behind.
And yeah, I'd say that the issue, I don't know, I feel like they are okay. Throat can dodge, like he can duke the Solar Engine shots, so it can be okay there. Femirs are good in that matchup if you get them in the good engagements. You bring like some more. I think you need at least 4 dogs, 2 normal ones, and 2 ice wolves. The ice wolves have the way to bring down pterodons. The javelins, 3 of them maybe, and you bring like I'd go really skirmish heavy basically with a few alpha strike units, but really skirmish heavy with Nazca.
Oh, that's interesting because I mean, there's a few. Like I spoke to Palpatine about it. He's fully on the board that North's going to have a good advantage. So it's interesting. It's one of those weird matchups where people tend to think it's really heavily favored one way or the other.
True, that's actually true.
It's a strange one. Because yeah, the famous like Falcon build, I suppose, is you go the triple Temple Guard, a Slann as well with Bronus Time Warp, and they basically kill everything. Because with Bronus Time Warp, they can kill champions. They obviously kill all the large threats. So the only way to take them down is range.
Don't bring champions in that matchup because they won't trade that well into like the infantry of the Lizardmen, and they will get stomped by any big monster. So,
I see a very special person in chat, Mr. Wicked D.
Oh, Wicked D, my boy! Great, I'm so happy you're here.
I believe Wicked D, for those who are looking to play in more tournaments, has a tournament tomorrow, I believe. I'm at work, unfortunately, but I will. I don't know who's casting that tournament. I'll have to catch up with it afterwards.
Oh, wait. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
I've got messages that your voice is too loud compared to mine, so I'm gonna brown.
Oh no, sorry.
And now that I look, you are indeed a tiny bit louder than me, so I'm gonna bring you there. Can you talk now, please?
Yo.
Should be okay.
Yeah, you can just. I think you can scale it down on the Discord.
Yeah, the thing is, it's really hard because what I hear and what the streams hear is so different. Okay, you want to do King of the Dead's army? I heard you liked it.
So we have greenskins, and the reason I love this army so much is the majority of his units are basic goblins, which are absolutely awesome. He's got them mixed in, some of them are even chevroned up with the 8-peak loonies in a center pocket, which are such a good unit for their value, simply because the looms of the 8 peaks, which are their fanatics, can do a huge amount of work. And he's going to basically be saturating on top of the goblins with double stone trolls, one on either flank. And in the center pocket, to keep those guys fighting, he has indeed gone for the Black Orc Big Boss on top of his Mighty Boar. He hasn't brought any of his weapons, I think, unfortunately. He has a giant River Troll Hag as well, coming in with Spirit Leech, and I believe that is Doom and Darkness. Oh no, it's Soul Blight. He's also got Blast, which always catches me out because I never expect it, but it's basically Fireball. And
but Fireball with 100 range, so
powerful, yeah. He has Snarsnake as a Lord Great Anti-Large. He's very competitive now, especially with his buffs, which is the Spite of the Bad Moon, and of course the Fungi, which everyone knows is pretty powerful, even though they got nerfed.
And plus 16 bonus versus large of the Spite of the Bad Moon is so good. It's just so good.
Yeah, it's very, very powerful. He has double Snotling pump wagons with flappers as well, which is going to be interesting. I don't get to see them too often. A load of Savage Orc Araboys as well as a Doomdiver catapult.
Okay. For the North scan, what do we have? We have two Marauder Horsemen. I'm not a fan of two Marauder Horsemen. Bring 4 or bring 0. That's my position. But yeah, they will do nice skirmish, especially in that army that doesn't have any mobility basically. 2 units of Skinwolves on the other side, nice symmetry there. 3 units of Marauder in the front line, beside them 2 Berserkers, 1 unit of Javelins, the Miststalkers in the back, and Wolf Recon Mammoth. Which could work. There is only 3 Arrow Boys, so it could survive longer than if it's 4. But, And the Femir, Belfiend of Fire, Burning Head, great to clear goblins, and Fireball. Fireball, excellent against the Hag. What is he doing though? Where are you going? Wait, no! That looks like a micro mistake. Oh yeah, he's going back now. Yeah, he should.
The Femir Belfiend.
Oh, and the blast. He will heal through that. No, he won't actually. He won't heal through that. He will survive that, that's what I mean.
Fermented Fungate as well, but he's not quite lost enough health to Rampage.
Yeah.
If he had Rampage, that would have been a disaster early games for Suave.
Wait, Suave, I think he's having little laps of micros. He let the like he has one of his Skin Wolf is completely forgotten. They could have been useful to go after the Snotling pump wagons and stop them from charging. Skinwolf would do okay against Stone Trolls, especially with the morale of the Stone Troll. And Bob is with the Hero Core, which is far away from the Stone Troll. The Stone Trolls could get terrified.
The front line, it just got 129 kills.
Oh my god, I missed it, but my screen wasn't. It should be okay. The LP clones won't be able to do their thing now, actually, because they need 20% of HP and they won't have it. This Stone Troll, look at that. Even with just oh, that's the drop rock. Even without Plague of Frost, they are still doing great damage to the Stone Troll, but the drop rock on their face might. It's okay. It's okay. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Oh, Burning Head is mostly dodged by the Arrow Boys. I mean, they kind of went back into it. Also, the Hag is fleeing. The Hag lost its fight against the Belfiend.
Which is really bad as well, because the Black Orc Big Boss is also fleeing. That does leave Snarsnake a little bit isolated, unfortunately.
And the Trolls are taking so much damage that, honestly, I look at the Greenskin army and it's fleeing from all sides. And the Skin Wolves are into the Doomdiver catapult. Like, this unit of Troll is gonna get destroyed slowly. The Hag is gonna get a full unit of Skin Wolf with 100% health in the face and is gonna die. Scarsnake by himself won't be able to do it.
Yeah, I think even with those like early lapses of kind of concentration with some of the Marauder Horsemen being picked off as well, it's just been a complete and utter run over here. Like, I can't see the Norskins losing this at all. They walked up to the Greenskins, punched them in the face, and carried on going.
Exactly, and like, even though like Scarsnake is great at anti-large, a charge in the face by a mammoth will still do so much damage to him, and that's army losses. Oh my god, that was such a quick rush, you know? Like, they just went through and killed them all.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Snarsnake's still a goblin. You know, he's got great anti-large and an okay health pool because of Goblar, but he still gets run over by Wolfric any day. But that initial boat down the line basically took out the 8 Gloomies completely, as well as a second unit, and then the Norskins just flooded in.
Exactly, yeah, no, that was... He honestly had a bit of lapse of micros at the beginning, but after that, that was just perfect.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. Like, he, as you said before, left Skin behind, some of his Marauder Horsemen got picked off, but overall, really nice play coming in by Suave to bring it back to 1-1.
Okay, I'm posting my Discord link. Roboduck, you might want to post your YouTube channel again?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. So for those who don't know, I'm a Rubber Ducker War on YouTube, and I do all Total War Warhammer stuff.
And like, yeah, because now we are 33 viewers. Thank you guys so much for your presence. I think tournament might have been over, so people are coming back.
Oh, cool stuff. Well, good to see everyone here. I'll try and post my channel on my phone. I don't know if it'll pop up. I don't know if it allows links. So I'll give it a go. I've tried to pop it up.
Wicked, can you do that? I actually don't have it on hand. Val, I love you, okay? You're the best.
Yeah, for those who missed earlier, yeah, Wicked D is hosting a tournament tomorrow. It's got some ridiculously cool name, but I can't remember what it was called.
The Big Crumpy? And who is the cocaster of Wicked? Me. I'm the cocaster. So that makes me happy. We will be hosting it on Hair of Carthage channel. Oh, Hair said you would step up for the prize, and I'm sure he did. Hair is a legend and a really cool guy.
Oh, Hair of Carthage.
Yeah, we are hosting the tournament on his channel tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. That's really cool.
Just so you know how cool of a guy he is, he actually said that all of the proceedings and wins of tomorrow is for us to decide what to do with.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I haven't really spoken too much to Air. I know he shouted me out once on one of his replays, which I'm very thankful for him, but I've not actually had the chance to chill out with him.
Yeah, I mean, same. He was once in my chat a few weeks back. He watched a bit of my stream, and Regina actually sent him a few of my replays, so he gave me 2 shoutouts. But yeah, he's a really nice guy, and yeah, part of this positive like content creator community where, I mean, there is just cool people in that community, honestly.
Yeah, it super helps out. Like when I first started up, there was a load of people who helped me. Zach B. Sane was really good, and Ben the Barman, who were like 2 players who helped basically invite me to all the Discords and stuff. And Wicked D as well is like everywhere. I don't know how he does it. He like supports everyone.
Yeah, Wicked D is like the foundation on which the community is built.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like every time I join a new Discord that I never knew about, somehow Wicked D would be an admin there already.
Exactly. I mean, he's admin on my Discord.
Oh, Ronin saying he's thinking of coming back. Do it, man.
Oh my god. Ronin, the boy. I mean, if you come back tomorrow, that will be the highlight of the day.
Do it, then spam me with replays.
Oh, wait. Someone left?
Oh, no.
What? King? Is it my side, like, bugging out?
No, he did drop quickly. He'll probably be back.
Yeah. True, Wicked. But you can also have fame, okay? You deserve it.
He deserves
You
the
don't
fame.
do it for that. We know. That's part of why it's so nice to have you there. It's because, well, yeah, you do that just because you're a pretty great guy that wants to help people and be part of a community. And yeah, that's part of what makes you so cool. You don't do it for the money or the fame. Okay.
He's back. Just seeing what you posted in the chat.
Yeah, he got tilted. I mean, he got ran over. It's not often that you see King of the Dead
get run over like that. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I suppose the Goblin front line was always going to be a little bit flimsy.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, these days, you feel so confident in most battles with just Gobo frontline. Like, you give them Spite of the Bad Moon, they do, and Wag, and they have like 30, they do like 40 attack against large with like 35 damage. So you're like, okay, they are frontline units now.
It looks like King Dead is going for home comforts here and going for the Tomb Kings, his main faction.
Nice.
Suave has the option now between Greenskins and Lizard.
Against Tomb Kings, I would go Greenskins too. Yeah. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And he's right too. You can just rush. Like, the Tomb Kings have great options. Oh, wait. No, Tulu, don't break another one of my microphones, please. Tomb Kings have nice range of options available to them, but why do you care when you have the ability to rush them before they can do actual damage to you?
It's one of those things. It looks like he may actually be going back onto Lizardmen here. Oh no, he's hopped back to Greenskins.
Yeah.
So for a Lizardmen matchup, it is doable. It's not like crazy impossible, but your Shopty with Great Bows are just good against literally everything you have.
Yeah, but you know what is great against them? Amazon Bars.
Oh, yes, that's true. If you can get close enough.
Yeah, but you need to you do a flank overload, I'd say, with like a Carnosaur. Yeah, a Carno, maybe with a hero or lord on it. You get a Carno, you get like 2 units of Spear Riders, and 2 charge, and if they can't shoot at everything at once, so if they focus the Carno or the Spear Riders, for example, the Amazon Barbs can advance and it will kill Oshaptis quickly. Also, you have Pterodon Riders. Pterodon Riders are so good. They will maybe not kill the Ushaptis in melee, but they will keep them busy for like half a day.
I love Pterodon Riders. When I first started playing the game, I didn't really know how to use them properly. But now, a good like 75% of my Lizardmen builds has at least 2 to 3 Pterodon Riders.
Exactly. And also, you know what's so good in the Tonking roster? Oh, wait, good. I actually don't need... I have like a bug. I'm gonna come back. What's so good is the Eyes of the Desert, right?
Yeah, they seem to have been... They've been around for a long time, but people seem to have been discovering them, or like rediscovering them recently. Like
Yeah.
all of the snakes.
But what's interesting is Amazon Barbs actually have a longer range than them. So I'm like 2 units of Razodons, maybe not Salamanders in that matchup because the monsters are too heavily armored, but 2 units of Razodons, they will kill Ushaptis, Ushapti Great Bows, Eyes of the Desert, like they are just good. And you know, if there is like cavalry play, like a skeleton cav, you charge them, you will kill them and lose like 2 models.
I used to have a pretty disgusting build. It's pretty hit and miss with the Lizardmen up against Tomb Kings, where you take 2 Stegodons with the Great Bows to deal with Ushopti and a Khan to heal them up. And the rest of the build is kind of Umbral Tide, Maxon, or Razordons and Cav, and then a few Skink Skirmishes as well. And you just kite the entire game. It's not the best way of playing. I think people get kind of frustrated going up against it, but it can be pretty good fun.
Yeah, but like sometimes, you know, it's sad, but sometimes you got to try hard and you got to win.
That's true. That's kind of one of the problems I faced in tournaments a little.
Yeah.
Is like I don't go try hard. It's like, oh, I want to bring something just a bit silly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you Zitron Smith. Nice to see you in chat, dude.
Wait, give me a sec. Oh, Zitron, hello. Should be there.
He's also a Geese Howard, for those who don't know of his Discord name. He's actually Geese Howard on Discord.
Yeah.
You've probably run into him a few times. He's a fantastic Beastmen player.
I actually haven't faced against Zutron yet. He's my chat all the time, but he never stepped up to face me.
He's maybe scared.
He is scared, I know it.
Yeah, he's one of those players. If he's on stream,
Wait,
he'll gain powers. I don't understand it, but he'll play like twice as good on stream as he would normally. It's insane.
I have played you, Zutron? Really? Okay, my memory isn't great. I'm so sorry. Who won? You? Probably you. Let's be honest.
Say you regardless.
Now that I forget. Yeah, I mean, I stream every day, but I think, like, on my stream, I must be the only content. Oh no, Zutron! No, don't be upset, I'm so sorry. No!
He's just trying to play under emotions to make you go easy on him next time. Don't fall for his traps.
Yeah. But I stream every day, and I must lose like 60 to 70% of the game I do on my stream.
It happens.
Oh, that was Yumi. Yes, of course. Okay, I actually thought that was someone else. Zutron. I'm so sorry. I mixed two people up. Yeah, I remember your coast versus me. Actually, your Empire versus my coast. That was painful.
And this map is awesome. I need to use it a lot.
That was the finals of my Fresh Recruit tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I fell in love with it. I played twice the game 5 of the final with a mirror chaos mirror. That was incredible time. Okay, you go for King of the Dead because he's my arch nemesis, and I'll go for the greenskins.
Okay, the arch nemesis of the puppy is King of the Dead, coming in with Skeleton Spearman on either flank, with a front line of Tomb Guard. So this is relatively similar to what we saw before. So triple Tomb Guard, this time no Kep Guard, so getting a little bit cheaper there. In the back lines, he does have a casket of souls and a ton of sneaky snakes. He has 2 units of these bad boys. Looks like neither of them are coming in with the halberd, so this can do a decent amount of damage, some good cycle charge, and of course poison attacks added on top is always helpful. He has some Nekakar horsemen as well for backline protection, trying to keep that casket firing. And the casket of souls is disgustingly good up against the greenskins. It's probably the Tomb King's best tool here. He has a Tomb Prince as well, who's going to be running as a bodyguard for Arkan the Black. You often see this when you get someone like Arkan, he'll get a little bit of a hand. He's coming in with the Tomb Blade of Arkan, Staff of Nagash, Liber Mortis, as well as Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech. So a solid, well-built army, and you're basically playing defensive around that casket.
Also, unit of Skeleton Horsemen in the back. I don't think you've mentioned them.
Oh no, they deployed. Ah, yes, I didn't see them over in the trees.
And as a funny thing, the Dirkit Squigs are in the same position, but like on the mirror position for the greenskins. So
that's kind of really funny.
And for the greenskins, you will have some Snutling bomb wagons. They will do so well against anything in the front line. Orc boys, lots of 3 orc boys with the night goblins, Arwa. Savage Orc Beacons that are gonna take so much damage if the cascade focus them. Savage Orc Beacons, Daka line with Night Goblins, just Night Goblin. I feel like I've watched videos from before I start playing, and I feel like that was a meta at a point, but now it mostly shifted towards Orc Hour Boys or Savage Orc Hour Boys, but a nice Night Goblin Archers. They won't take damage on the approach because they are hidden. And none of them being the Rusty Hours. That's strange a bit. Ooh, magnificent shot on the balls there. They lost 10 models and a third of their HP.
It's a very confusing move by Suave. Once again, he sent his hero massively in front of his army, the Goblin Big Boss here on the Wolf. He got all the way to the Skeletons before falling back and just ate a Spirit Leech for his efforts.
Yeah, maybe he wants to bait the Spirit Leeches? I don't know. Also, skeleton horsemen in the back. These guys, if they get to like the night goblins, they will kill them so quickly.
It looks like some of the snakes were trying to push forward to fend off the Snotland pump wagons for now, and they're going to be a great counter. They're simply going to countercharge the pump wagons wherever they go.
I'm not sure King of the Dead has noticed the squigs. I mean, he has done nothing. Oh yeah, no, he noticed them. Okay, I was surprised that he didn't because the orc burrows were pretty close to them.
That casket just dropped an absolute pounding on the Savage Orc Biggins, and it's got so much value already out the gate.
It paid for itself at this point, I'd say, between the two there. Oh, but like, but without the, what's their name? Oh, nice summon. Without the Restiers to stand their armor, they won't do that much to the snakes.
Yeah, that's the problem. They've countercharged Snotland pump wagons, and the reason I prefer Savage Orc Arrowboys in the back line is they can fend off skeleton summons, where here the poor Night Goblins, of course, can have to be running for the hills.
Yeah, and that forces them to have one unit of balls, like, just to protect them.
Nice swarm though so far. It looks like Ark the Black is in really bad trouble here. They need stabbing popped on him, and he's getting nuked down pretty hard by Wurzag and the Goblin Big Boss, but the two prints should be able to support relatively well.
Yeah, I'd send the Snotlings to like stop him because like what you don't want is him being able to escape. So you send the mass of the Snotlings just to stop them. They won't do much damage to him, but just some mass to avoid him going through his own ranks. Even though he's having so much issues to push through the Orc boys.
In the back lines, it looks like Dirkit Squigs as well as the Savage Orc boys. Oh, a giant foot coming down, and was that a misclick? It didn't seem to hit anything.
If we look at no, there is nobody there.
No, it was kind of in between the two blobs, unfortunately, and it looks like the greenskins after that are starting to fade away.
Oh, Buna! Wow. Okay.
War is popped, and Arkan looks like he's about to go down here, which could be a chance for the greenskins to rally, but apart from taking down the Lord, things are going a little bit bleak.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good... If the greenskins lose again, this is... Everybody's saying greenskins are overpowered these days in the chat rooms and everything. Well, maybe they aren't.
I don't think they're overpowered. I think they're much better placed than they used to be, but they didn't used to be particularly great, unless you're a Slade X who's very good with them.
These snakes, however, the Necropolis Knights will probably go down to the combined efforts of Savage Orc Biggins, Savage Orcs, Boar Boys, and Arrowfire. If they can't get away, that's a bad engagement for them.
So now that Arkan's down, I think that may have switched this battle around a little bit. Greenskin's now pushing through to the casket.
Yeah, there's not much left on the Tomb King's Runster to actually, just kill Skarsnik. What do you kill Skarsnik with now?
I think it's Wurzag, isn't it?
Oh, it's Wurzag. Okay, that changes things.
Wurzag.
But even Wurzag, it can go. I'd say Wurzag can go down to Necropolis Knights, but Savage Orc Big Boys will actually do really good against that.
Yeah, both armies are pretty battered. It looks like King uses his Shopsy summon in the back line to try and clear up Night Goblin archers, but I don't know if that's the best use of them because they can just kind of run away and come back, and they're now being chucked into some already broken Savage Orcs.
Yeah. The Necropolis Knights are honestly not dying. Like, they were in a bad engagement for a very long time and they're still okay. Oh, also, the Tomb King is beating down the Night Goblin Warboss. Wurzag needs to go away. There is like Necropolis Knights and the Tomb Prince. He won't survive that engagement. He needs support.
Mistake as well by Suave. He didn't pressure the Casket of Souls and finish it off. He's finally now popping it, but it just got one or two more volleys off. It actually broke a big section of the Greenskin force, and they're really starting to kind of get pulled thin here.
Yeah, the Necropolis Knights sent to help the Casket escape. That would be an atrocious trait on both sides, because they are not the Albert variant, so they have actually pretty good attack and defensive stat and poison. So
yeah. Well, this is such a close game. It's been a really good best of 3 already, and the cast gets sneaking away, honestly.
Yes, and the Archer Fire. I'm really worried about Warzag at this point. That's the big danger. If Warzag survives with support of all these troops, I think Greenskins, they win. If he dies now, Greenskin lost, I'd say.
Yeah, my one concern for them is what do they have to kill the Tomb Prince and
Uh,
kind of the 2 units of knights?
I'd say the Twin Prince is on a horse, right? So
Yeah.
you can kill him with the Savage of Big Guns and the Savage of Borbo Big Guns. Like if he gets caught, there might be a leadership issue maybe for the Greenskins. Warzag needs to scurry away. Warzag also, I mean, he has, in terms of melee attack, he is okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of damage, he's okay too. His issue is morale. His melee defense. Like, he's squishy. But with infantry support, oh yeah, I'd say, I think, the big boss taking that big shot to the face.
I'm afraid another mistake kind of by Suave. He dropped Here We Go, which is plus 40 melee attack, on some routing Snotling pump wagons instead of onto the main engagement, which I assume was just an unfortunate misplay.
Oh, and that's the curse of Jaff from the Tomb Prince. That might be really bad. But however, he's actually getting beaten down by Wurzag. Oh, that's such a close game. I still can't call it, honestly.
Because if he'd managed to get the Here We Go, which I'm assuming he was meant on this blob, it would basically still be a nice buff despite the rampage. But without that, it's given the Tomb Princess a big shout back into the game.
Yeah, and Wurzag will probably flee. The issue being for him that he doesn't have much mobility support. Oh no, another. I mean, yeah, this time it actually did okay.
Yeah.
But not for the cost, I think. I think that was... The Foot of Gork actually may have lost in the battle, because that was so much Winds of Magic.
He had some unfortunate misplays. The first Foot of Gork hit nothing, I think. And that
Will he be back? Will he be back just before the line? He's not there yet, he has 37 morale, he has a bit of... he could go... He came back just before the line. If he turns back on the prince, he could kill the prince. And he get back here. If he kills the prince... that still will be close.
He's gonna take the prince down! This is insane!
And now, does he have magic left? That's the question. No, you can't flee. You can't just avoid them. You won't be able to. Like,
this is such a scarily close game.
Yeah. I mean, there is nothing for both sides. I think it's a victory for the Tomb Kings, though, because it's Orc Boys. They won't kill the Necropolis Knights, and yeah, it's...
No, that's
GG.
Army Lock, and there's simply 6 Night Goblins left. They're gonna get run over.
Oh, that was a crazy good game.
I think Suave played so well, apart from the Magic Miss Micro.
Yeah.
And if he just got one of them right, 1 foot correctly, or if he had popped Here We Go once all his troops got rampaged instead of accidentally hit on the pump wagons, I think he wins.
Exactly. Like, why bring Foot of Gork?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose with Effigy of the Git, it can do okay against Tomb Guard and stuff.
Yeah, but like Tomb Guards, I mean, you don't need that to kill Tomb Guards, right? I mean, they're not that tanky.
But very well played to both of them. I mean, Suave came out swinging as well with some really good games, but at the end of the day, King of Dead is going to get that stub, and he's going to be your nemesis once again.
Yeah, my Arch Nemesis going to final. You know why he's going to final? Just so he can lose there, okay? This is scripted. He's the villain of this tournament, creeping through the ranks, going to the final until the hero finally striking down.